Good morning, teacher. This is our application for the subject técnicas de programación. The application was developed by Juan David Ordóñez, Daniel Ibáñez, and Bernardo Gómez. The application, when we execute here, it appears like several options. Like, for example, the first three ones are for playing games. And also we have like different options for viewing reports, searching and sorting data, managing queues, and managing player accounts. The menu uses a loop that keeps running until the users decides to exit. Each option calls a specific method functions which keep the code organized and easy to manage. For example, if the users pick option 1, the slot machine game will start. If they choose option 4, the report menu is shown. This design makes the application easy to use and easy to expand because adding new features only requires adding a new menu options and linking it to a new function. This structure uses modular programming. Each feature is in a separated file, user input handling, loops, and conditions for control, a simple and interactive interface. And we can like access to all different options in here that are developing in the rest of the code. We have different like data structures using during the code. For example, like the information of the player is saved in a JSON that we call jugadores.json. Each player has a different files that stores like different information for the game. We at the moment have like the three players that are the developed of the application. The application, like for example, if we want to play blackjack, we choose the options number 2. And when we put number 2, like it requires the identification of the player. The identification, for example, that we have here for Bernardo, Daniel, and Juan, we can use the Juan identification. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Also, there is like a function and the specification for the game. When we like access to the blackjack, like the here is like the feedback for the user, and it shows like the basic rules to play the game. Like in the blackjack module, the player and the dealer, each one receive like the two cards. The player can choose to draw more cards or to stand. The goal is to get as close as possible to 21 points without going over. The dealer draws cards until reaching at least 17 points. The winner is the one with the highest score, not exceeding 21. Like the code uses a dictionary to assign values to each card and simulates a deck with 4 of each card. The player's turn uses recursion, allowing the player to keep drawing cards until there is turn or boost. The value of S is automatically adjusted from 11 to 1 if the local would otherwise exceed 21. Bets are managed, each round costs 50 and winnings or losses are reflected in the player's balance and history. When the players wins or lose, it's also like save it on the JSON. All player data is saving and loading from files, ensuring persistence between sessions and, and persistence of the data. This demonstrates the uses of functions, recursions, randomizations, and persistence data management to create a complete interactive blackjack game in Python. We have the options to continue or retire when we want to exit the game. Like, for example, do you want another card? We put um, this like that allows you to exit the game. For example, if we want to play the option that is like a slot machine or tragamonedas, we put the number one. And there is like a require that we need like to be stored in like memory of the program. Then we have and we put like the identifications to play. Here we have like the feedback for the player and like the rules for playing. Here like symbolizes what like the prices, the possible prices if the users plays. Like here like the mainly again, the technical highlights is that we use list and dictionary for symbolize and price management. We implement random number generation for fair and unpredictable spins. We use also like efficiently to detect trios and pairs using set and generator expressions. And we ensure data persistence by saving and loading player informations. And we provide like mostly clear user interaction with instructions, feedback, and balance updates. This module like is a kind of example of combining game logic, random place, data management, and like a user interaction. When we return to the main functions, we can access also to play Uno, to access to view reports and searching on ordenamientos. We, in this example, we are going to access to playing Uno. When we use like the same logic for access to the games that we also request for the identification of the player. Here we can access to the 1, 2, 3, that is the identifications for the player. When we access to the game, we is shown like a message of welcome, and we use like the like different feedback to show what the user is gonna to play. Here is like basic informations to the player. And here we have like the code to display what we are representing in the like in the back. We use like a dictionary that is called colors to put like the colors and numbers. Then we use different functions to create maso, and we use the logic here. Like we have like documented all the functions to play the game. There is like a kind of version of Uno because we know that there are different methods, but we try to simplify it and use the recursion in this game that we consider like is the main function and the main objective for the developing of the application. Here we use like the recursions to play because there is like a menu here and there is like mejor or fin. When we use the option mejor is gonna to organize and try to um, mm, and try to put the best options to here to play. So in this game, we use recursion and backtracking to find the longest valid sequence of plays from a hand. We manage the deck, hands, and discard pile with a list and tuplas. We provide like a colored and interactive terminal interface for a better user experience. We try to ensure data persistence by saving and loading player information and history. We like save it every time that the player is like playing for maintain like the for maintain like logic in the game. In the other hand, when we execute like the menu principle that we know like the three first options are for playing games, we have also like the options to access to the reports. Like we put reports here, and there are different options. Like to for knowing who is the like the player who has max success, who has max losses, like different options here. We can access also to the like the return to the menu principal, and we can access to the options for searching and viewing reports. For example, that we put like the five options are here, like different options to search. Like we access to the different logics of here, like playing and accessing to the one that we are interested in to. For example, we can look for a jugador for nombre. We use also like binary logic when we use for identifications, and we use like mix here when we use like the saldo for using like linear and binary search. For example, we select like the option option two, and we put here. And here it like says my identifications, my quantity of saldo, my quantity of players winners and players losses, and what is like the amount of money that I have bet. Here we are gonna like make an like an example that we select like look for an identifications code. We put 1 2 3 here. Here like had a mistake. We are like choose like the look for name. We put like the one, and here is gonna be like what is gonna do when we put here. Here is gonna be like a search linear, and it's gonna look for the in the JSON for the game. It doesn't matter if we put like in in like in lowercase, because it's gonna to look for the name. We also have like the option for binary, and it's gonna look for like identification using the logic for the for this, and it's gonna like create like a medio like izquierda like an derecha ones. It's gonna use like different lists to organize the code. Here are like different folders that we have like the data, and we try to maintain like the same structure for the game. Like for example, we have reporters, and we have like the classes that generates reporters. Also, we have jugadores, and this class that allows to create like the new gamers, that also we have the historial that we have to maintain like the persistence of the data. We have also the folder to keep the games that we have available that are blackjack. That also we have like the cola de espera to maintain like the here. We also have tragamonedas, Here we have the historial for each player register. We also have different modules here, like for example, the menú colas, menú ordenamiento, menú reportes, ordenamiento por búsqueda, and we have like different like validations. We know that we have to make some validations to the access to the game, and we try to like keep it as simple as possible, and we use them like the thing we consider like the most elemental we have to do. In conclusion, this project shows like a good effort to use the structure, programming, modular design, and file handling. We use like different concepts from class and also added ideas like the other courses, like for example, um Programación 2, and the result is like a useful and well organized casino application. We try to do our best effort to make it understandable, and we try to apply the different concepts of the subject here. Thank you.